Hello fellow developers and programmers. I was just checking out the comments under my latest video where we were discussing 2023 PHP market share data for website server-side development. And Ahmed Shan, or Shan, says, "Thanks, I needed to hear this, completely agree with you." Thank you, Ahmed. I'm glad the material was to your liking, and I hope it proves helpful. And Raj Lanjewar says, "Awesome, I found PHP as a way to go for any new developers." Yep. And all your comments are really cool and nice, and I appreciate you guys. We're going to bring reality back to the development world. Now the one I wanted to focus on here is, so I'm going to make a tutorial for you guys real quick, and it's a tutorial request from Avi Kumar, and he says, "Please, I want a tutorial to create my own API to get gold rate. Today, gold rate." So if I'm hearing you correctly, I think you want to write a script that gets today's gold rate, whatever the day may be. You want to get the up-to-date gold prices, right? So I'll show you how to do that, and we'll use PHP. Okay, the first thing that you'll want to do, Avi, is get a URL to whatever API that you want to access online. For instance, there's many different websites and APIs that will give you JSON data. Once you load up the URL to the API, it shows JSON data on their website. So what we can do is use PHP to request that URL and that data and bring it into our own application. Then you want to open up your favorite code editor and create a new PHP file and name it something like getGoldPrice.php. So getGoldPrice.php, you can see I have opening and closing PHP tags in there already. And I'm going to create a variable called API URL, and that's going to be equal to that URL we were just looking at. Now I'm not going to suggest you use this URL or this website, and I don't know if they have some kind of limit on how many times you can access this URL or this feed. And you might want to go with a site that gives you some kind of API key or credentials that you can access their API through. Then the next line down, we're going to create another variable, name it data, and that's going to be equal to the file get contents function in PHP, and we're going to pass the parameter of API URL to that function. So we're going to get the contents of that URL. Then what you can do is echo that data. Now put this file on your server or run it on your local machine if you have a PHP server set up on your local machine, or you can put it up on your live web server and then run it. Okay, so you can see the result I get when I run that on my live server. I get the same JSON data that is sitting here at goldprice.org. I just have it on my site now. Now since this is JSON data, we have to do some digging and scraping to get to the exact piece of data we want, and I believe you want the gold price. So this is the piece of data that we want, XAU price. You can access any of this data that you want, the currency, the XAG price. And I'm going to show you how to dig to get at exactly what you need. And sometimes people call this scraping. Sometimes people call this accessing API data, whatever way you want to term it or name it. And usually it's in either XML or JSON data format. So with this here, you can't do much with that unless you wanted to store the whole object in a database for later picking apart. But if you want to pick it apart before you store it in the database or before you display it, I'll show you how to do that. So this is what the data looks like when I echo it on my server, just like the data from the API source or the information source. So you can access any API that you want in this sort of way, whether it be sports teams data, weather data, anything you want. Now let's go back into our file, and right under where we're echoing data, there's some echoing that we're going to do just for demonstration purposes, just for developer purposes, so you can see what's going on each step as we dig at the data. So next I'm going to put in a variable named obj because what comes back from JSON decode is an object in PHP. So when we run JSON decode over the data that we get, we have an object. Now the very next line, we're going to type in echo object and then the items. Now you can see in the data that we have right here is items. So you have TS, TSJ, you have date, then you have items. And items is an array. You see that? In between those square brackets, that's an array. So if you echo that items from the object, you'll see that it's an array object in PHP. So let's refresh with the new code and you'll see what I'm talking about. See? There's our horizontal rule and then array object. Now you can print R, you can run the print R on that array object if you want to see exactly what it contains. So let's do that. We'll say instead of echo, we will print R and put it in between parentheses. And let's see if we get the display of that array and everything that's within it. Let's refresh. And there's the array. So we have currency, XAU price, $1,988.11. And that's what you're after, is the XAU price. Now I'll show you how to get exactly at that piece of data. But keep in mind, you can get at anything, the currency, the XAG price, the CHG, XAG, and anything else that you might want to get out of that. And it would work similar for any API that you're accessing. You just have to know how to see the data, then go after exactly what piece of information or little piece of data within the larger object that you need to get to. So that's what you have to learn how to do, is learn how to scrape exactly what you need out of these data objects. And that comes with practice and trial and error, especially when you're dealing with large data objects that you might get back from APIs. So let's go back to our code and we'll type in echo another horizontal rule just to make a line on the screen, which none of these horizontal rules and any of the stuff is necessary, but this is what you're after right here. So instead of, you saw the object was this, object items. Now we're just going to say object items, the first element, which there's only one element in the items, because you can see in items here, there's only one item, and it's an object. So that's why we put the 0 there, because there's only one. And if there was multiple and you wanted to go into the second one, you would put a 1 there. If you wanted to go into the third one, you'd put a 2 there, so on and so forth. But since there's only one object there, we're going to access its XAU price data in this way. So now let's refresh and see if we get the price of gold for today. Yep, 1,988. And that is the piece of data you want. Everything else that I've echoed and printed out here is not necessary. I only did that for development purposes so you could see what's going on. So remember, my friend Avi, you have your price of gold right here with this line after you decode your data. So you run JSON decode over the data that you get back from that URL. You'll have an object. And then you can access that object's inner data in this way to get exactly at the gold price or any other piece of data that you want within the larger data set. Okay, buddy, hope that helps. Oh, guys, I forgot to mention that if you happen to be creating something like this that scrapes the web and you wanted to do it at certain intervals, like maybe every hour or every day or once a week or once a month, you can set up a cron job on your server, and that way the cron job will automatically make that script execute. The script that you write can be made to automatically execute without you having to go to it in your browser and run it that way. You can automatically execute it using cron job, and then in your script you can have the cron job put your script, when the cron job makes it execute, you can have your script be written to sync the data into the database that you have, or some kind of storage method for the data, and that way you can automate everything. Set it and forget it. So I just wanted to mention that because I forgot to mention it while we were coding. So don't forget cron jobs. Very important aspect of web development that automates things. You can automate website maintenance, automate all this data scraping and data gathering from APIs and all kind of cool stuff like that. So don't forget cron jobs, okay? Talk soon.